everyone, how's it going? Hope you're having a wonderful day. Hopefully I earned your sub today, and if I already did, thank you so much. So swatting is an apprehensible action. If you don't know what it is, basically someone calls into the police in hopes of forcing them to send the SWAT team to a certain location by making up a fake report. This is done notoriously to first-person shooter streamers where they play the audio in the background in order to get the incident happening. Now, the best way to combat this is to call your local precinct or your local police department, anything you, wherever you are, and then tell them what you do. Like if you're a streamer, if you do this, because once they do that, they put you on a list so they know not to do this. I do this for any time I stream wherever I'm located, just to make sure, because there are some sick people out there, as we can see here. Man who swatted Ubisoft office for a Rainbow Six ban has been sentenced to 3 years. So yeah, this is the full article right here. And before you say swatting is like not a big deal, first off, it can cause a person to end, it can lead to someone losing their life. For example, in 2017, a father of I think 2 children, Andrew Finch, was killed in a swatting incident. And yeah, it's very serious. It not only can lead to you losing your life, it can cause major emotional and psychological damage. I mean, you have a bunch of armed police in your office who are carrying guns, who are likely pointing them at you. They don't know what's happening here. The people are just scared out of their mind, and they have to take the most extreme action to whatever is happening because they are trained for the most dire of circumstances. Having this situation is not going to end well, not to mention the thousands of dollars of damages, because they come in hard. They break doors, they break windows, the gear that they wear, everything gets calculated, and it's extremely expensive. So yeah, on top of it, it's just like expense, life, endangerment. It's just overall terrible. So a French gamer who called in a fake hostage situation at Ubisoft offices in Montreal after he was banned in Rainbow Six for cheating has been sentenced. So this guy was cheating in Rainbow Six, got caught, Ubisoft banned him, and he was so angry that he decided to send in a SWAT team. Completely mentally stable person. Back in 2020, police swarmed the Ubisoft Montreal building after receiving reports that dozens of employees were taken and were being held hostage. After a tense few hours, it was determined that it was all a hoax, and the authorities vowed to find this prankster. Of course they would. Why wouldn't they? It's just a disgusting act. Now, 22-year-old Yanni Yan, a notorious Rainbow Six cheater who went by the gamer name of Y4NNOXX. Dude, this is like a 14-year-old's name. It's like XXO Sniper Killer XXO, from old Halo 2 Xbox Live, and was tried and sentenced in Paris. So this person has so they have a notorious history of being. He was banned over 80 times for cheating in online multiplayer. Dude, if you suck that much that you have to cheat every time and you keep getting banned, I assume he uses a VPN in order to bypass this, but dude, find something else to do with your life. Dear God, this person is not stable. I don't like the phrase touch grass, but dear God, this person not only needs to touch grass, but they need to seek psychological help. According to the Montreal Gazette, the trial was split into 3 separate cases, including the situation that unfolded in the Canadian city. No doubt, they want to hit this guy with the most maximum amount of penalties possible. They usually separate the cases into categories, so if they want to throw multiple books at you. The court ruled that YN will be sentenced to 3 years and will need to compensate his victims accordingly. Only 3 years is just not enough. Again, swatting is extremely serious. It can lead to people dying. It's just no, 3 years, hell no. I don't know there's a lawyer in the entire planet who can argue that this person didn't know what they were doing. At 22, you should have a clear grasp of right and wrong. Even at 14, I understood the difference between right and wrong. Even before then, when I was 6, the court ruled that YN will be sentenced. Oh, I read that. He is also required to undergo self-help work and start working or get trained in to be able to do so. So they're trying to get him to get a job, but at the same time, what employer will hire this person? I don't think even fast food or retail, despite I don't know if they have work shortages in Montreal, but they do have here for those low income jobs where they want to take advantage of you. like, even then, why would they ever take a, hit for this guy? Look, I believe in second, third, fourth, and fifth chances, but this is a really big leap of trust. However, YN has also been reportedly to have been receiving psychological treatment for years prior to his crimes he committed. So he has a history of mental health disorders, and he has not been improving based on his actions. So my understanding is that maybe, yeah, maybe take away the video games and the social media platforms from him. Maybe it's just something he can't process, because at this point, if he's getting help and this stuff is triggering him to become this person, perhaps you have to remove it from his field of influence. The reason for all the hoax hostage calls stems from YN being banned multiple times in Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. Yeah, according to this, wait, I closed the article, but according to this, he was banned over 80 times from online multiplayer, so yeah. Where is it? Banned multiple times. Complex reports that he made the call at his parents' house and routed the calls from servers in Russia. So he used a VPN. That's how he bypassed all the cheating and all that. In addition to the Ubisoft hoax, he's also charged with DDoS attack on a government office and making threats against the developers of Minecraft. So how did this guy only get 3 years? Dear God, whatever lawyer defended this kid, he must have been like top notch, because attacking a government facility of any size, again, I'm in America, but I would assume Montreal has similar deterrence against that. Like, doing something like that is just stupid. That's a great way to just speedrun to ruin your life. Like, at this point, like, why? And he's done it to developers of Minecraft, so that's even, like, just even more like an option that he just doesn't learn from his actions. He went after a government office. Like, the fuck? Like, private companies are, like, dangerous enough, but you went after the government? Dude, stupid. Like, you're 20, like, I can't imagine this. Like, why? This is hardly the first time a ban has been caused to lash out. Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time speedrunner Narcissa White threatened to shoot people at Twitch after she was suspended from the platform. That's great. We need another, like, oh my God. These people are unhinged. Dear God. But yeah, I think 3 years is way too small. Like, I would assume they would have made an example of this kid. Well, he's not even a kid. He's an adult. Like, I may be 33 and I called him a kid, but dude, you're an adult. You should know the difference between right and wrong. On top of it, you risk the lives of these people. They're probably going to go through therapy for the rest of their life for what just happened. And on top of it, you kept doing it. Like, that's the thing. Like, you kept doing it. Like, I'm not a doctor. I can't analyze this guy psychologically. But if he keeps doing this and lashing out in these ways, he has some deep-seated anger issues. Not to mention maybe take away the video games, because video games, maybe. I mean, if you got angry at Minecraft, of all things, like one of the most milquetoast games of all time, I don't know what to say. Like, it's really dark and disturbing, because people like this who are unhinged tend to take very extreme examples. For example, this happened at a Madden tournament where an individual lost the game and he came back with a gun and shot up the place. Like, so these people are not to be trifled with. They are, like, it just, this is a stepping stone for something even more extreme. I don't know if he thought he could just get away with it with using VPNs, but that stuff is not as secure as you might think. People are becoming more sophisticated in tracking down people, and just because you use a VPN doesn't mean they can't find where you are. Heck, the VPN could easily be given a government notice to locate a criminal. If they're given a warrant, I'm not a lawyer, but as far as I can tell, if a private company is given a warrant by a judge, they have to cooperate with law enforcement. Like, yeah, you can't just say we have a value to protect our customers. If someone is causing legitimate crimes, that only goes so far, at least from what I've read. I could be wrong about it. If you're a lawyer, tell me in the comments below. Again, I like to learn from experts, so if I'm wrong about that, call me out on it and tell me what is right. So that's it for this story. I still think 3 years is way too small for this person. They deserve a lot more for causing all this calamity, putting people's lives in dangers, and it could have easily gone south if someone was like, you know, in a situation and it happened to, like, escalate. Either way, tell me what you think in the comments below. I love to hear other people's opinions. If I earned your sub, thank you so much. If you continue to sub, thank you so much. There is a join button and a super thanks button if you want to donate to the channel. But that's enough shameless plug-in. Thank you for joining me. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.